Namaste students, my name is JVS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the physiological basis of learning or experience. So this belongs to the subject behavioral science. So let's start. So what is learning? So basically, there are many definitions of learning, but it is the change in your behavior when you get some or after you getting some experience. Um so after getting the experience, your behavior is changed. Okay, so that is the basic definition of learning. So the alterations of the behavior as a result of experience is known as the learning. Okay, so there are different types of learning are there, like discriminative learning, where you learn how the different things are basically different. Means, for example, the identification of different colors. Okay, so you know that this is green, this is red, this is yellow. Oh, so this type of learning is known as the discrimination learning or discriminative learning. Then the habituation is again there. So what is the habituation? So habituation means when a continuous stimuli is there, and it is having no reward or no punishment. So that is you do not uh, learn to respond that type of things. So that is the habituation. Okay, now next is the concept formation. So concept formation is the one type of learning where you learn something the basics of something. Okay, and you can apply those basics on another things. So that is the concept formations. Next is the problem solving, and many more types of learning are there, like the problem solving is there, the perceptual learning, that is the effects of past experiences on the sensory perception. Then psychomotor learning is there. It is the development of the neuromuscular patterns in response to sensory signals. Okay, so this is the some permanent types of the learning. So learning have makes two types of the memory. One is the temporary, and one is the permanent. Okay, so we will discuss what are that types in later in this lecture. So association learning is there, conditioning is there, imprinting is there. So there are many types of the learning are there. Okay, so there were three scientists, that is the Edwin R. Guthrie, Clark L. Hall, and Edward C. Tolman. So the scientists reasoned that the responses were the central building block of learning. So only responses, not the perceptions or the mental status. You have to respond to learn something. Okay, so Hull argued that the habit strength, a result of practiced stimulus response activities promoted by the reward, was the essential aspect of learning, which he reviewed as a gradual process. Okay, so stimulus is there and you have to respond to that stimulus. So that causes the gradual learning process. Okay, so now what is the physiological basis? Means if you learn something, what physiological changes occurs in your body? So do you think that any physiological change will be there if you learn something, and if you don't learn that thing? Okay, so yes, so there are some physiological changes, and that changes are in your brain, or you can say that in the nervous system. So the mechanism of learning and remembering seem to depend on relatively the enduring changes in the nervous system. So the effects of learning are first retained in some kind of the reversible process in the reversible memory, or you can say that in the temporary memory. in the brain. Okay, and after some time, when you repeat them, or when the continuous stimuli are there, the changes may go in the permanent neural changes. Okay, and the permanent neural changes gives you a permanent learning or permanent memory. And if you leave that thing and the stimuli is not there, the changes will not take place in the uh, neural system. So that is the reversible, means the stimuli is there, the memory will be permanent. The stimuli is not there, the memory will be lost. Okay, so that are the psychology sorry physiological basis of learning. Okay, so uh, the short term uh, through a physiological mechanism, like the synaptic electric or chemical changes that keeps the memory trace alive over a limited period of time. Okay, so the uh, what we say that the temporary memory. So what is the temporary? In temporary also there are some changes, and that physiological changes are the synaptic electrical or the chemical changes. Okay, and in the more permanent or the long term changes in the physical or the chemical structure of neurons. Okay, so the synaptic changes seem to particularly important. So there are some advanced studies like using the PET, positron emission tomography, the MRI scans. They illuminate the physiological basis of learning. Means you can observe the synaptic complexes. You can observe the neural connections in the nervous system. Okay, so one important type, or very uh, means say that this is the very critical type of learning, is the conditioning. It is very well known and very well studied, and it is basically important type of the learning process. So conditioning, what is conditioning? So in the physiology, a behavioral process where a response becomes more frequent or more predictable in a given environment as a result of the reinforcement with the uh, uh, typically being a stimulus or reward for a desired response. Okay, so the theory works in the conditioning is the SR theory. So what is the SR? S is the stimulus and R is the response. So the theory are central to the principles of conditioning, and they are based on the assumption that the human behavior is learned. So there were some scientists, the Edward L. Thorndike, and postulated the law of effect, which says that the R, that is the response, or you can say the behavioral response, that were most closely followed by a satisfactory result were most likely to become established patterns and to recur in the response or to the same stimulus, that is S. So the basic SR scheme is referred to as the unmediated, and when an individual organism affect the stimuli, means in the lower animals the stimuli is there and the response is there. The organism do not play a very important role, but in the primates or in the higher animals, organism also have some modification in or is a buffer between the stimuli and the response. So how the organism it affect the stimuli in any way? For example, by thinking about the response is considered mediated. The SOR theories of behavior are often drawn to explain the social interaction between individuals or the groups. Okay, So in the higher primates or in the humans, the SOR theory works, and in the lower primates, sorry, in lower animals, the SR theory will work. Again, the scientist, the Ivan Pavlov. So what he did, a dog is placed in a room where a facility of bell is there, and when the bell is ringing, after some time the food material will come to that dog. Okay, so the dog conditioned the situation that if bell is ringing, it means the food will come. Okay, so here the process is repeated many times, so the dog was conditioned actually. Okay, so after some time it was observed that the dog salivate upon hearing his sound in the conditioned response. So conditioned response, what is the conditioned response here? If now if even you do not provide the food, but if the bell is ringing, the dog starts salivate. Okay, so this is the one type of the learning which is used to learn, or you to train the dogs and other animals. Okay, so this was about the physiological basis of learning, and in this we have learned that what is learning, the types of learning, what are different types of learning, and how the theories work, the SR theory, the SOR theory, about the scientists who given the theory, and we have studied about the conditioning, what is conditioning, and how it will work using the model, that is the Pavlov model. Okay, so that was all about the physiological basis of learning or experience. So hope you are hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, you can write in the comment box. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.